Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. Before I begin, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has liked, shared, subscribed, and who has donated to this channel. Also, thank you to everyone who has purchased a reading with me. So this is for the sign of Taurus for the last half of January, or from the time you view this video. These events could be in play. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it will not resonate with each and every one of you because not all of you will be going through the same situations. So let's begin this reading. I think I'll begin here. Here we have the Lord of Wisdom in the reverse. Now this could be you, Taurus. You may not be sure or lacking, perhaps you don't want to commit to someone or didn't want to. This would have been either, it could have been that somebody, you may have felt that somebody was in that relationship for other reasons. It could have been that you may have felt that somebody manipulated you, or this could have been you, okay? It could go both ways. Somebody was doing things in secret and behind the scenes. Clearly, the Ten of Love in the upright is a card of underlying tensions. And now that came first before this card got reversed. So somebody at that table may not have been partaking of the relationship or partaking of this cup, or they may have been closed off emotionally, possibly. Because everybody at this table is partaking of that cup except this person on the end. And this other person over here appears to be looking over at them suspiciously. So there were suspicions. Whatever this underlying tension was, it led to bigger things. In the reverse, there would have been a lot of arguments, a lot of conflict. And this has to do with somebody having done something in secret. Now, this comes with death. So this card is from the Before Tarot, so it is nighttime here. I feel like, because it's like this energy is riding out. It's the ending of this situation here. There could have been spying going on. You know, you may have found out through spying, or you suspected somebody and began to spy on them. You may have found out that they were not being totally honest, or that they were manipulating you somehow. You see, let's go deeper. We have the Parfait in the reverse also, and it is beneath this this Lord of Wisdom in the reverse. So this is a card of trickery and deception. It could be also a card of not taking action on something, and that could have been on that building tension there, right? And so what happened is the problem gets bigger and bigger with this card in the reverse. Six of Love in the reverse would have been clinging to something, okay, to something that happened or someone from the past. Now, Eight of Swords comes in here to clarify this, and there was something here you were never meant to see, you were not supposed to see, but perhaps you found out through spying what was going on here. Clearly, it was like slipping and sliding, really a relationship that was struggling because we have all this mud and water here and a lot of mental stress. But now the executioner has you blindfolded and tied up so that you couldn't see. And that created all of this mental stress and built up tension, arguments. So, in the recent past here, um, we have this Lord of Swords in the reverse. So there could have been a confrontation. Clearly, it is a card of conflict. Um, Definitely dishonesty. And here we have the wheel. This person was blindfolded. Okay, this can also be a card in the reverse of indecision, which would make sense about making a choice with regards to something. That person is blindfolded, so they have this decision to make, but they're undecided because they can't really see. They're blindfolded. But definitely, you want to change things for the better. It's just that you're getting ready to spin that wheel. You're not quite sure. Your hand is on the spoke, and you just you don't know where it's going to land, and so you are hesitant, let's say, okay, to take a decision. Yeah, and that makes sense with this jester being here. So this is a relationship where there was some sort of manipulation, some sort of deception that was discovered that caused, well, this could be like the eve of an end, you know, just before the end. Um, I'm going here next. The plan that somebody was in a deep fantasy about did not work. World of truth in the reverse. A wish or a plan. It didn't work. It's here again. See, here's the plan in the upright. The same card from a different deck is now in the reverse. So whatever it was that they were reaching for with regards to this relationship, it didn't work. The offer didn't stick around. Somebody could have felt emotionally manipulated with this card. It could be a card of empty words and empty promises. And that's how they felt. They felt manipulated. Now, of course, the guard is up. Here we have the jester. Here, somebody who and Eros. Well, I'll begin with the jester. So the jester is a card that would speak to feeling the need to escape a situation. Okay, but afraid to take a risk. Well, here we see the indecision over the risk. Okay, where that wheel is going to land here, because in this deck, you don't know where it's going to land. You're being advised with this card to go with the flow because, I mean, it could go for good, it could go for bad. You don't know. You're blindfolded. Um, so you're afraid to take this risk, or perhaps you feel that you didn't quite think things through enough, and you are perhaps thinking that now you're paying the consequences for something. Um, but I feel um, this is more of a message of fear of taking that risk, to open up to love again, or to let your guard down with regards to this union we see here of Eros. Because you feel this person has manipulated you. Now, this card is a card of making up, wanting to make up, because it sits with the master and discipline. And the master and discipline is about somebody who's keeping something secret inside. What are they keeping inside? Well, secretly they would like to reconcile with this person, but their guard is up right now because they feel as though they've been manipulated. They feel as though this person's words are empty, that their promises are no good. But clearly they want to make up, they want a reconciliation, and we have it here also. This is a card of wanting to make up, wanting that apology, and this is a card beneath it that speaks to a romance moving forward. So this is what you want. But with the Nine of Swords being here, there would be a lot of fear surrounding this. I see that we have the Squire of Love here also, which is a card of love affairs. It is a card of messages, love messages. So this is what you are desiring, is to make up, to reconcile with this person. For some of you might be in a relationship of convenience, and this, you could be having a love affair because of that card that I saw here. You may be carrying guilt also for this, with this Nine of Swords energy here. Yeah. And, this could be, for you, this could be a breakup with your with the partner you were having an affair with. So for everyone it's going to be different. Like I said, different situations for each of you. Over here we have the card of abortion, and I don't know if you can see, you can't see it all that well. It's here. This is a card that would indicate that you've made a sacrifice. You may have made a choice, and now you don't really know how to get out or how to get back what you've lost. So you could be clinging to hope that someone or something will help to free you from this darkness that you find yourself in here. And I see beneath that we have the Master. This is ruled by Saturn, so there's some major lesson here that you are going through. This person is trying to find a solution, and you see there's a skull here, so obviously a solution to bring something back to life. Now he's been poring over the books. He's probably on the last book there because time is running out. In this hourglass there's just very few grains of sand left, so they may fear that they're running out of time. But it appears as though he may have the solution here. His finger is pointing to something in that book, and it looks like, I've got it. I know how to get it back now, or get them back now. And he's stuck on this idea, cannot be swayed from it. Probably, again, this is a card of secrets. So keeping this inside, not really speaking up. So let's get to these cards here, because these are our what's coming up in the future. Along with this card, which is the Four of Coins. So wanting to rebuild, all these cards point to wanting to rebuild this relationship here. The first card out is the card of the Malaramantam, and this is a card of justice. And this person is praying here, as you can see, for a very fair and just outcome. It's what they want, right? Um, and so Spirit is saying, well, you will have your fair and just outcome, but it will be according to the laws of karma. And you are being advised to use your logic with regards, use logic instead of basing your decisions on emotion or from an emotional standpoint. Because, justice, it's all about logic. So, what is this decision about? It has to do with this card. Seven of Swords in this deck is a card of hope. So, what it is saying is that something came, and we saw that here in this card, some sort of news that has brought hope back to a situation, and we see it right here. Again, I'll bring forth this card that brings hope to a situation that was dead. It's right here, and it's here. So it's confirmation for me. And so, with regards to this new hope, justice is asking you to use your logic when making your decision, okay? Don't base your decision on emotion here. So, with regards to this news, it appears that there is going to be a reunion. So, this could be news of a reunion, very possibly. It's something that you have been wishing for, and it has to do with a commitment or a reconciliation in this case. I think that pretty much wraps it up. This is what will be happening for you around this time period. It could go into February, but this is what the cards are saying. So there will be a decision to be made on this desire or wish to be reconciled with someone whom you thought was manipulating you in the past. You are about to get your wish, but there will be a decision involved. I thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best and many blessings. Bye for now.